Welcome back to Mad Scientist Fabworks. I'm gonna give you a little update on Sketch. She's still taking apart. Hey, look, there's Tala. Say hi. All right, so she's still in pieces. Trying to work out a plan to connect from this area here to the frame down here, and trying to get that worked out, and trying to make sure that I'm not going to have any issues hitting anything. Making a little bit of progress. Got a lot of stuff cut out. If the rain would stop more than 10 minutes, I'd get a lot more progress done. So I'm probably going to end up, once I mock it up, get it tack welded in, I'm just going to cut the whole cross member out and just re-weld everything solid, brace it all up nice and solid, and then re-weld it back to the truck. I did make some progress on the tank. Sit here right beside it. Got a lot of that paint stripped off of it. Actually, what was really cool, you see it actually saved. It actually saved the logo. I was kind of surprised that paint stripper didn't take that ink off of it. Get out of that so it's not too dark. But surprised that it didn't take that off of it and completely strip it off. See, there's Tala. Say hi, Tala. But trying to work on a plan. I think I have a couple ideas. Like I said, if the rain will stop for more than 10 minutes, which it's been so humid on top of that it's crazy. I'll get that finished. It's been raining almost non-stop since I took this thing apart. That way, making it a little difficult to work on. And trying to get all this done. So we'll get it done. Once we get it all done, we'll get it back together, get it all worked on, get it laying back out on the ground. Gas tank's going to be back in the bed like it was. The air tank will be back where it was. I did find a rating on the air tank. People have been questioning me how much pressure that fire extinguisher can hold. They tested it up to 500 psi. I'm only running 200. I'm not worried about that. So that's definitely not going to be a problem. So being rated up to 500 is great. I'm glad the label stayed. I was kind of worried that the label will be stripped off, so I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is with the label on it. I'm not going to put a decal on it. I'm just going to try to clean it up a little bit more. I might leave some of the nasty paint on it just because, give it the old effect. But I like how it turned out so far. I can just get this cross member rebuilt, get the back of my truck finished, can lay it back on the ground, get this thing put back together. I'll be really happy, and be playing with bags again. So, but hopefully it'll be back running soon. Get some pictures of this thing back out there. Like to get this thing done, laid back out, get the front finished again. The front's not 100% laid out because the inner fenders on the front of these things are a royal pain in the ass, and I haven't done them yet, so I got to get those done. And to do that, I got to relocate the battery to the back, which I got to get some cable. Eventually I'll get that done. Frogs are back here croaking now. I got to relocate the power distribution block, or the relay box. I got to relocate the computer Got to relocate a bunch of wiring. The airbox I'm not worried about. I can build an airbox for that. This thing doesn't have a mass airflow sensor, so it's easy enough. Other than that, all I gotta do is cut the front wheel wells out to clearance so I can lay the tires back on the ground instead of hitting the inner fenders. And that way I'll be actually laying on the front frame instead of just hitting the inner fenders. I don't want to run a lower profile tire. This thing lifts quite a bit on the front. Some of the pictures that I post on Facebook of this thing have shown this thing lifted quite high in the front. So I'm not worried about the lift or anything like that. I just want this thing to lay flat out. That way I can actually have more fun dragging this thing. I love skating with this truck. It's phenomenal. There's not a whole lot of bag trucks in this area. Well, there actually are quite a few, but most of them aren't driven daily like mine is. So you don't see them driving around everywhere, and let alone a Dodge Dakota that's laid out like mine. So it's not necessarily as common. And mine being a Dodge Dakota, they don't have rims hardly, and so trying to find rims for these things is really difficult also. So I'll keep posting more videos as I keep trying to do some more work on this thing, and show you some of my build ideas and plans, and hopefully I'll get this thing done within the next day if weather cooperates, which it looks like it may in the next day or two, and get this thing back together. If you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and you know, throw ideas my way, man. Worst I can say is I ain't gonna use it. If I like it, I may try it. I have some ideas that I'm thinking about, but I don't know. I haven't figured out how I want to work it. But you know, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see y'all here in my next video. Later.